4,000 miles around Great Britain's coast has reached Ipswich. Eddie Craven has suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder. His aim is to raise enough money to set up a support group which can help servicemen and women deal with their experiences.
The ideal, the best of the best would be to be able to raise enough money to be able to buy a rundown old farm, couple of farm buildings, a bit of land, not much land, but do it up and run it as a retreat for ex-services that have seen active service from any conflict, where they can just go and get it off the chest and everyone will have something in common.
Ipswich Town are through to their first Carling Cup quarter-final for 10 years after their team ended Northampton's giant-killing run last night. Another upset looked possible when this great effort from Liam Davies put Northampton in front. But then goals from Carlos Edwards, Damien Delaney and Thomas Priskin sent Ipswich through to the last 8 of the competition.
I'm happy with the group of players and they're all putting in a good shift. Again, another young lad made his debut tonight and overall we're pleased. And credit to Northampton as well, you know, they had a right go at us and no, you have to praise the opposition as well.
They're good players, you know, they can keep possession and I think we're just towards the end we went too up front and went a bit more direct. Caused them a little bit of problems but not enough, I'm afraid.
Now the most popular baby names in our region have been revealed. Jonathan doesn't get a look and I can't believe it.
No, and even Emma fails to make the top 10.
That's not quite so surprising. According to official records, the most popular baby names in the East last year were Oliver and Chloe. Jack and Harry, they were popular. Ruby and Olivia as well.
Now, all this week we're being inspired to get up and active by people who are already doing just that in their own communities.
Now, they're the regional finalists in the ITV Feelgood Factor Awards. The winner goes on to the national finals in the Pride of Britain Awards next month.
Now, we've already seen 2 contenders and tonight we're off to Peterborough where our nominee has her own set of cheerleaders. David Hughes reports.
I could see.
It's not hard to see why those who know Amee Garala are so taken by her.
5, 6...
This remarkable 23-year-old set up and coaches the Unity Superstars in Peterborough, the only competitive special needs cheerleading squad in England.
I like her smile and she's a really good coach because she always listens to us if we're stuck on what we've got to do.
She's just lovely in every way. She's very good at cheerleading and I love her very much.
I really want you to put both your hands...
Her dedication has turned this 20-strong team into one to contend with. In the past 2 years, they've won a trophy at a national cheerleading competition. And last April, on her 23rd birthday, Amee flew out to Orlando with the team to compete at the World Cheerleading Competitions. But that's not all. Amee took part in the Great Eastern Run to raise the cash to afford the uniforms, travel and accommodation needed for the competitors.
Passion!
The former cheerleader says her drive comes from the children.
Throw your palms and turn around. Working together as a team, the looks on their faces when they finish a routine is just absolutely incredible. You know, the looks on their faces when they do something that they actually think they couldn't do, that pretty much shows to me that I need to do more of this.
The mums here say this inspiring young woman has changed their children's lives.
After all the competitions and then to get to the Worlds in America, I mean, that was something we just didn't expect. You know, we want to say thank you for getting our children there, and I just think this will be the ideal award for her.
She's such a genuine, warm, lovely person. She's fantastic with the kids and the young people.
She's got a passion for these children and she doesn't see disabilities, she sees their abilities.
I want to be able to see your beautiful faces. Here we go, ready? Spirit!
During her time with the Unity Superstars, Amee has also qualified as a teacher. Her ambition is to set up more special needs cheerleading squads. Amee Garala, our 3rd contender for the ITV Feelgood Factor Award.
Fantastic stuff. And the 4th and final nominee will be on Anglia Tonight tomorrow. On Friday, we'll reveal the regional winner.
Just like the X Factor, isn't it? They then join the winners from all the other ITV regions and a host of celebrities at a posh London hotel for the Daily Mirror Pride of Britain Awards in November. One of them will then pick up the ITV Feelgood Factor Award for 2010. Let's hope it's someone from our patch, shall we?
Absolutely. Now, today is the deadline for signing up to be a volunteer at the 2012 Olympics. Already, more than 100,000 people across Britain have applied for only 70,000 places. Now, if you want to volunteer, you've got until midnight to apply online. If selected, you'll be trained up to become what organisers are calling a games maker and could do anything from selling tickets to producing the Olympics daily newspaper.
Right, just a reminder, if you do go to our website, there you'll find our new weekly catch-up page. It's at itv.com/Anglia.
Last week's stories are all there, like the MP's fictional blogging controversy and painting sensation Kieran Williamson, who's been house hunting in Cornwall.
Now, there are online extras as well and extended interviews for you to watch. So that's our new weekly catch-up service. It's all there online for you right now.
Finally tonight, with spending cuts and job losses topping the news agenda, you could be forgiven for thinking things were a bit grim.
Yeah, but is it really that bad, Emma? And you see, a survey's out today that says we should be a little bit more optimistic and that the media is to blame. I'm sure they didn't mean Anglia there.
So we'd like to make it up to you here on Anglia tonight with a bit of an antidote to all that doom and gloom.
There you go, you can't do more than that, can you?
Malcolm Robertson has some reasons to be cheerful.
As if there hasn't been enough scaremongering already.
To a really spooky place.
But the prospect of ghosts at the Anglo-Saxon burial ground at Sutton Hoo in Suffolk was as serious as it got. For most of the kids and their families, it was just a delight to be out and about, far removed from all the talk of cuts and squeezes.
We're a place for people to come, relax, to have fun, to enjoy themselves, just to walk around the countryside or go into our properties, and that's what we are really about here.
Around the region today, refreshing signs of people making the most of the half-term break and enjoying life. Whether it was flying kites on Dunstable Downs, enjoying the sea air at Felixstowe, children making friends down on the farm at Stowe Bardolph in West Norfolk, or relaxing in the late October sunshine at Woodbridge.
Well, last night on the programme we heard a union official describe the cuts as perhaps the end of civilisation as we know it. I have to say, it doesn't really feel like that today.
It's ancient civilisation at Sutton Hoo. Somehow we've survived the intervening years, and with a bit of luck we'll survive one or two more. Grandad's pictures were as grim as it got today. For Helen Day and her family from Cambridge, this was the perfect antidote to all the dire predictions.
You've got to keep going at half-term, making sure that the children aren't affected by some of the doom and gloom that's going on at the moment.
And just being able to enjoy lunch out was enough for Adrian and Sarah Leggett and their boys from Nottinghamshire.
They work in manufacturing, so you know that's kind of key. But at the end of the day, you've still got to kind of get on and enjoy.
On Dunstable Downs, a real chance to escape, where the entertainment was free.
Yeah, you can just get on with your life as if nothing else is happening, really.
We've just come here to fly our kites, and you can still have fun on very little money, if any at all.
And there were similar sentiments among those who delighted in the company of the farm animals in Norfolk.
The doom and gloom in the newspapers is just so depressing, and to be out and about in the countryside is just wonderful.
We've had a lovely day, we've been here all day, and we're all really tired and ready to go home now, as you can see.
And yet another bonus for our region, Baywatch star Pamela Anderson, appearing at the Oxford Union, has revealed her liking for Suffolk's Aspel cider. Our cup truly runneth over. It might not be plain sailing, the outlook could be a bit bleak, but today the sun was out and it was just great to take advantage of all that our region has to offer. Malcolm Robertson, Anglia News.
Oh. Fantastic. One look at those pigs, it's enough to cheer anyone up, isn't it?
Yeah, I've never seen Malcolm smile so much. Maybe it was one of those pigs, actually. Right, the national news is coming up in a couple of minutes, but first, here's the weather with Amanda.